Hello, Nomad Sculpt, Quickshots, part 32. Let's sculpt quick such a sweet little snail. Okay, let's start. This is this sweet guy. Okay, let's create a new scene. Everything is fine, perspective off, and we don't need the sphere. First, we start with a helping object. Okay, we need a cone, wireframe on, reduce the division to, yeah, we don't need much, 12. And this is for the, yes, for the house of the snail. We need a reference for it. Reduce this. We don't need much topology for this. And yes, I think it's okay. Let's validate the object and use the top view. The next thing we need is a tube tool, and we need the path. And let's start in the middle and draw. Oh, oops, sorry. This was the wrong thing. Tube is okay, not the path. We need a curve. Curve is okay. Let's start. And let's draw a spiral. I hope I get a nice spiral like this. And at the top, choose the radius function. And here you can adjust it a little bit. And at the top, there's a snapping function. And here, now pick every point and snap to the cone. And bring it here a little bit in position. It doesn't matter if a few points get lost. You can adjust the radius here, make this a little bit bigger, adjust it here, and you can use the spline function at the top to get nicer curves. It's only about the technique. You can you have more time to do this, and like this. And here, this is the view of the this house of the snail. And here's a wrong one. Let's use this. And with the gizmo, turn it on and move it to the origin, and use now the symmetry plane. I think it's a Y. Bring it a little bit in position and turn the mirror at the top on. Now you can see when you mirror the object, now it looks like this. Okay, and you can use here the green dot to scale it, to make it a little bit bigger. And look, this is how it looks like. And this is fine. Now turn off the mirror off and validate your object. Go to the mirror settings and mirror your object now manually from the left to the right. Yes. Now you got this object. Go a few steps back. And sorry, I forgot. In the tube topology, you can add a hole. You can change the radius at the end and the start. Okay. And now validate the object. And now it's a tube with a hole. It's okay. and mirror it from the left to the right, yes. And here in the settings, now you can adjust it a little bit. And when it's not fine, go a step back and adjust it once more. And with the move tool and the symmetry on, you can here adjust it a little bit like this. And yes, create your object a little bit finer. And yes, here you can sculpt with a smooth brush and so on and so on. And you can fine tune it. But now this object, I go a few steps back, I use it like this. It's okay. The cone we don't need anymore, we can delete it. And here in this view, symmetry is on, it's okay. We can use the move tool, and here we can adjust it a little bit like this. Now it's fine. Topology, multi-resolution we can use, subdivided one time. And it's also possible to use a decimation function. Or you can voxel remesh it now, keep sharp edges and remesh it. And go to the decimation and decimate it down. Like this. Let's go a step back. I think it looks fine. And use a paint this object. Gizmo, reset the view. Now we're in the front view. We can use the snap function of the rotation and rotate it one time in this direction, front. Yeah, come on. Now we got the right front view. And for the snail, snap function from return rotation off, and what is like this, or the snail? I think it's okay. And you can press at the left side local function, and now it's okay. Next step is we use a tube with a path and draw only a straight line. And this is the body of the nice snail. In the topology, turn on the wire, go down with the topology to division of 5, post subdivision 1, and radius, multi-radius, and add a few points. And at the top you can use the spline function. Oh, there's a mistake. This radius we can make a little bit bigger. This a little bit smaller. It looks fine. I think it's okay. Post subdivision one time more, what happens? Okay, let's go back step. Validate the object. Now use your gizmo front view and here make it a little bit like this. And you can use a move brush to adjust the face a little bit. Go a few steps back and turn on the symmetry. I forgot it. And now we can use the subdivision 1 times more, create a nice shape. The body. I like it. Now I think it's okay. Front view. Let's use the trim function. Front facing vertex active. Symmetry is on. Symmetry plane is okay. And let's use the lasso tool. And I think this is a nice mouth. There's a little problem here. Yes, you can fix it or not. The time is not long enough to fix it now, this small part. We can use the mask tool, hold the mask button and press on the screen, mask the object. Oh, there's a trimming mistake. Front. Okay, let's trim it again, or we use cell mask and mask this to keep it and use the trim again. Lasso tool, symmetry, and we use the subdivision 1 time more for this. And now let's trim out the mouth. Now we got a clean mouth. Hold mask button, swipe, and hold mask and mask it. In the mask settings, shell thickness 0.1. I think it's okay. Extract the mask. Nice. Give it a paint. Gray. In the front, use the tube tool. Pass. 2 points. Now let's select this object. Use the snap function at the top. Here in the settings, start end is okay. And the radius, multi-radius, and left view, top view, and the mirror we can activate. And add a point more. And we can create such tubes. In the division we can reduce it a little bit. And in this we don't need so much. And we can turn off the snap function, and in the right view we can bring in here for the eyes. That's nice. I think it's okay. Validate the object, front view. And now we need primitives, the sphere for the eyeballs. Bring it in position. You can turn on at the top the mirror function to place it and reduce the post subdivision to this. It looks fine. Validate, and with a move brush, symmetry is on. You can here adjust your eyeballs a little bit that they don't look outside. And in the front view you can use the splitting function. In the settings here, turn on the front face vertex only and use the ellipse tool and go a step back. Okay, let's okay, it's okay. Give the eye a color, and I turn on the outline, and now we can use the mirror function and mirror it from the left to the right, yes, and the eyeball we can also use left to the right, yes. I hope it's correct. Let's use the solo view. We mirrored it wrong. Mirror from the right to the left, yes, now it's correct. And now we got nice eyeballs. Wireframe off. Outline off. Post-processing on. And I think we don't need so much grain. I like him. It's a nice snail. Okay, let's come to the end. I think it's okay. The fine-tuning is yours. Okay, ciao. Have fun with sculpting.